BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment. BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
You know what?
It's killers on the beat.
Dangme. Bien des show, ni besote bana ye jeme. Kela la dio, alo sone ni ya no ye jele mile. Tiobeke bien des show, bien. Tiobeke bien des show, bien.
Sampana me di bram, enti mubia masutie minye. Ewa nyumbani kasi ya bo papa, ana nije na uko. Agro kesi ana, afenso yekosu ori asefenena minye. Nkokwa fuotie, mwa fuotie, nkolampo tie, bwana yetie, nkokwa fuotie, mwa fuotie, nkolampo tie, bwana yetie.
Yes, Mackenzie Minabu. Okay, kenje yuke niame.
Nemieji nya jojo afike ni akwele. Betanya jojo afike ni akwele. Azizi wode afike ni asele. Iye ni vadolo. Ne baby iye ni vadolo.
BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
We never disappoint. With the face, subscribe. Always you go enjoy till you say BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Look nowhere for news. BNA got it all.
BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Look nowhere for news. BNA got it all.
On social media, I don't say you like it. Everybody subscribe to you say BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Look nowhere for news. BNA got it all.
BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
You know what? Let me know me shata, Membaba, log on to BNA. Let me know me shata, Membaba, log on to BNA.
BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Look nowhere for news. BNA got it all.
BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Look nowhere for news. BNA got it all.
News. Young entertainment. Yeah, interviews. Talk show and promo. I am you. BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Look nowhere for news. BNA got it all.
BNA Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Look nowhere for news. BNA got it all.
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Yes, twebulo mi ngani fe mi dani fe shakeshi nikimbaye nikembi ne film yakeshi kekpa kuba mi amonya keshi uba javidi ebona fini mepi anaikuna mekwe mwene mba mawi about few things mwene mawi about noni ya no akeshi sandiku ejiku keje kumase ni ami in regards of ogamanche ma sanjinke nibi ne mawi shra agbenike jemenwe video konye ni it's about shikonika agbegbu shijeme film yakeshi akeme nsa otabel ake trafens wall wuluwa ejeme nke picture se baba ni screen no very soon agbenwe keje no say video koni na ni mito ma tran go butu is about politicians ke ncho wo really politicians and I'm no ambaju me ordinary julo ke politicians julo my we look about na video is very very educative video and enjoy bani what doing ojugban she matani lalash komi dani imagine ke maji we mo na fen she jake sa ke ma share video ke wo other platforms no you matani one more song than what she ba. Yes, ni yakakpana ke bien de uni kenye yo bien ni yakakpana kra kenye bien kenye bien mene wo ka obano mi amonya keshi ubaja video lala ne Fred ni tako ado ike ago
mama love you tenale hawo sumami no funny sumami no funny chata omotomo yewa hawo
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
sumami no funny beni babo jade Beni babo jade Isha Ago yeah Bomba Ago yeah Bomba Hawo Nyawo Ebi many inkayeshi na moyo musumle Ebi Shameka nyofe Jeremy ba Kemila ewo Osuma Kanto mona ewo Ipeki kunigeli lo Nempaji Chombeku amebala session Johnny de John amebala session Ago Yemami yeah Mama Ago yeah Mama Ago yeah Among the 1,000 yokes in my mother's womb, I try, became the only survivor. Every day, every night, obstacles keeps coming on our way.
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
We overcome all our challenges. Chomoka, amebala session. Joanna, I'm a balance.
Yes, Freddy Papo Ado. Freddy Papo Ado wonu amontone eke ago womba womba nche kome le nche request was amato elale han le kentwa lele Sani Ulubaba was amato nche elale han le dani maji Sani ba shishe numwani
Anecdote, aujourd'hui c'est la fin. Aujourd'hui c'est la fête à tout le monde danser. Aujourd'hui c'est la fête à tout le monde bouger. Tout le monde bouger. Danser. Tout le monde danser.
Mingabo Queen na Jackson.
Tout le monde bouger.
New Missy Butcher.
My sugar baby, I'm gonna rock you tonight. In light and low. Oh my baby, I'm giving to me. Rock me tonight. We're gonna rock it tonight. We're gonna push it some more.
And one I push it some more. She was about rocking.
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
And you chat video, when they were by way. Been ya no work papa. Me South Ebele, I can learn a co was upon you at the brochure. The first one for a day. I got to get the Kanation can babuko me. You put yourself up on you. Oh, you feel cloud. You cannot can you walk back there? I can see you by an asana. Academy question our corridor, didn't you? And not an ass you come be a Jimmy spoon. Mingabo Philos Dixon. Annie Jones say one more name.
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
No more Casamic people get banife mono. Yakashi no more Casaspona for a Abuko being Jew and Coco Man Jew, Pankman Jew, and actually scrap a say, Jemmy Onui. I can miss out a belly for spoil one more Casa. Oh, no, Benunco. You can put yourself about Benosun. Yes, no more near no one.
Nani mina, onan kuebona. Nani onyamina.
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
It can only no nanquebona. No, you mean no nanquebona.
Chinani bona. Unankwe moko na. Deneni waya na nyuma tena fiano kana baba. No awabi ando na eko cry bakra.
Anita keko bumi oje ponoba.
Lebi moko no ya chane moko no ya take. Minya waya ya musupa. Natye no ya kakamba.
When you na Jack say can you share video share jingbe ho.
Piano Show, the gateway to entertainment.
No waka onye mi akafono ngabo fone shikanya onye mi isale mole she moniko gonje
Kanyo onye mi sole mo hele e moniko gon le isachi alo mo kama wono ne yango ani Jones ke spanky beat shejingbe
Nani onyamina, unankwe bona. Nani onyanyomena, unankwe bona. Chinani bona, unankwe moko na. Yeneni waya na nyuma tena fiano kana baba. No awabi ando na eko cry bakra. Moko ya lebi moko no ya chane moko no ya take. Minya waya ya musupa. Natye no ya kakamba.
Yes, no more ani eke shejingbe eke spanky beat. If you me akeshima waji wasani ba shishi. Ma was wasani ba shi first time no ba shishi imagine pictures na ke ba banye screen no nyekwe. Energy videos komeni ya no ye any ashwe me ye konkomanju agbogbulu shinju wo nya wokwa video nyika ya eko mi panye fa bo na fin ke won wie ni nanoni isanie
the plamane no mimbo nye fenye di kumani shani ne kama ke wonye na gbaku wonta oni wo kama platform we plaman mo fia mo ana kan jeme fe anano ni ya no mbe ji ni ablo ni mo work the first so ma ke atomi english ni am ni bi ana nu wo yo ne pastor otabe so lo de so mo yo e ba mo eko eni e ba mo ni ke wo yue ake wona twi na ba fu fence ole no fa ni ti e ba na fence ole fence ole o ti ene ne ya ne ne na so ne stop ya wo ni ke wona twi no fa ni yo no Sunday ka me wata ni ti e ake ba ma platform we ko mo fi àwọn ayo ejo ko ni ame che wo ni ame wo shi ame wo ti na me che wo ni wo ba adoni e na me ke wa ke ame he me ko ma je shi yo mo baba o so mo bi ni che me ke be ame ta na me na wo ji ni so mo ka se da da ke ha na agreement ka fi na me ke wona twi wote 1 month time no aka aba na ba ko kole no shaba ko fence ole no okay no problem dem mo say ha ko no kunuku o ka aba na ba ko mo opponent je no ko ye na ba ko what the municipal assembly ke wa ke I have permit I have permit so okay ni aba for fence ole na me wa me ka me ni ba fo no na stop no she ni say no 1 week ne ke a 2 weeks na grade bi ne ni bi ejo ni bi efe na no aba mo fe so e ko ni asafo a uni pa se bi e amewo ameba ni asafo e anaba na no tumo na ba ke na kenche eta so kwa wo tumo na tu on e o ngbe no fa inu nteshi ni ba sa ke no ni ba kwa no tumo ni ya no so le na fo afo ke se ke ya bola na fe so le afo Kenya bola mi nwe first no ni afo bi a na afo po ke efe no o fa 5 acre first tomo 3 acres bi a na san aspan mi 5 acre ni bi a na awo ni wo wole money hagbe ni a tu na ke no tu money ni mba contractor ma se ni bi le sa ni contractor ke na ke pastor otabel ni ka me first so le ni pa jeme fai English say true adanse nípa yẹn fa English yẹn fẹ́ wọ́n ká English yẹn kẹ́ machine wọ́n wọ́ English yẹn kẹ́ machine wọ́n ká kẹ́ machine ká fẹ́ wọ́n wọ́ kẹ́ machine wọ́n níbi náà klọ̀ wọ́n mẹ́ wọ́n fi à wọ́n hang bọ́ yẹ kọ́kọ́kọ́kọ́kọ́kọ́ ìdá ká klọ̀ wọ́n ní ẹ̀tẹ̀ ó wo ẹ̀ ní ọ̀hán mọ̀kònókò kọ́mọ́ church ló mà ní ọ̀hán mọ̀kònókò ọ̀hán wọ̀kú ẹ̀ mọ̀kònókònókònókò wọ́n san ọba òkò ní kẹ́sìkò ní ẹ̀ kẹ́ẹ̀fì ọ̀tẹ̀ kàfúlà kyẹ́ mi ní àtọ̀ mi mú mọ́ yẹ̀jẹ̀ mẹ́ mi wọ́n máa mata ṣìmákọ́ ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ mata ṣìmákọ́ ẹ̀ mi yà ẹ̀ kò hẹ̀yẹ̀ court n'aba kò wọ́n palace mi yà UA Jamestown commander kẹ́ nka UA mi yà ẹ̀ court ending of this month 30th mi yà court yẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀dọ́ ọ̀sán ni hẹ̀ wọ́n mi pa gan fẹ́ẹ́ fà yìí gan Dangme wɔkɛɛ wɔn fɛ kume wɔn wo gan kɛm machine ne fa ne wa nyɛ shiba mi nto mo ko kafla kyɛ no ko afɛ mo ko mi nto mo fia mo kafla kyɛ ni shi ajo ko ni mlɛ akɔɛ ni mɛ na mɛ mankyɛ mɛ manyɛ mɛ asafo bi ta ko ne ko mo kɔlɛ no agrade kɔlɛ shi mo ni kan shi agbo ya ne aja minister kɔlɛ no municipal assembly kɔɛ no na ni government akɛ abanaba fɛ kɔlɛ bu ni wɔ gamɛ mi na anya fɛ ha wɔ biɛ mi pa gan fa tɛ mi kɔmɛ to nta ni wɔ fɛ gan fɛ ta ni wɔn tɔ ga kɛ machine tɛ mi kɔmɛ to nta ni wɔ mi pa kyɛ mɛ fa mi pa gan itso fɛ fa yanni wɔ to mankyɛ wọ́n tó máa jẹ ẹ̀sà ní wọ́n tó àtàníkà wọ̀nyí ẹ̀ dálẹ̀ wọ̀nyí ẹ̀ mi wọ́n tó àtọwọ̀ kó ní wọ́n tó àtà àtọkọ̀wọ̀ kó ní kí àkyẹ́ wọ̀ alo àsàfò bí ẹ̀ bá kẹ́ wọ̀ ní òkú ẹ̀ kó wọ́n tá ṣe wọ́n àtọwọ̀ kó ní wọ́n tó àtà wọ̀nyí fáwọn wà nyẹ́mẹ́kẹ́kyẹ́ mẹ́ jẹ́ ní wọ́n tá ṣe kẹ̀kẹ́ wọ́n tá ní gan amáṣe wọ̀nyí fáwọn wà nyẹ́wọ́lẹ́ yà nyẹ́hìn náà. Ablekuma ba kun awɔ si wɔ mo mɛnɛ wɔ kun ablekuma wɔn mo wɔ kun ablekuma dan na mimi hia bi yɛ agrade bi yɛ aka agrade si dan na atuntumɔ bibi yɛ mi afo fɛn so gɔmɛntɛ bako mi wɔ atuntumɔ kɛnyɛ sɔn o ba jɔ ani gɔmɛntɛ ni tún ni si tɛ gɔmɛntɛ náà ló ní nbàmí akẹ́ pásítọ̀ ó tàbẹ̀ wọ́n kyẹ́mẹ̀ ní mẹ́ náà mẹ́ nípa yẹn fa yẹ plama náà nù òfin wọ́wọ́ wọ̀ yẹn nù ní wọ́n tọ́ àníkẹ́ta ní tọ́nù máa nyẹ́ dùn abúlá ọ̀ akẹ́ àgọ́ ní fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní àfọ̀ náà àfọ̀ lẹ́fẹ̀ ṣiṣì díẹ̀ ní ọ̀bà àfọ̀ lẹ́fẹ̀ nà kankura ẹ̀yà náà ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀bẹ ní ìka ṣe ha ní ṣùgbọ́n ṣiṣì díẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní ọ̀sẹ̀ wọ́n ní ọ̀bà ní ìbá hàn ọ̀ṣìkà ní àhàkọ́ wọ̀ náà lò ṣìní mínísítà àbàkùmọ̀ bí a náà ná advantage ẹ̀ ní àkẹ́ntà ṣọ́ọ̀tẹ̀ kẹ́ǹfò fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yà kẹ́ bí a ní mọ̀kòmọ̀kò bá bí ẹni bàbá bí lóko yẹ bí ẹmu alo mọ̀kò bá bí àmì sàlẹ̀kò wọ̀ mípa gán fẹ́ fàáyì ní wọ́ tèṣì kàfúlà tẹ bí ẹni Jenny Ahamukunuku, alo Ahamuku. Be a ladante, Otabele, Pastor Otabele, ladante, a trash take of fence or le. Like a minister, about some of Yamona, like a fence or le. None. How conquer Makenya. That ton Bolano, a full fence or Pano, Yashban.
Nene ye mobo wa dienche. Neke video neni inane imusu eshami wa. Ni inyo yake shi mufemo ni ukwe mi amunto ne inyo yake bu omusu nshambu. Ife nu ukwo mikejo. Ijake sandie ye mobo. Sandine ye mobo wa dienche. Akeshi tamobina yueje kena kanie. Te fiote uba ko shipon lu fue shipon ni kanje shipon dawa dienche shipon wuluni shipon eche ne wo na ba je me eje ni wo fe ngo wo na aka ba je me eje no na akaba chune ani no ni akaba chunje ne ni sake mensa otabel ke no na yo na kanie ekoshpon na kan ake ministers e ba ko aka ke afan ba ma hospital e ko be kolebu mu wo ye Osha clinic then wo ye Jamestown clinic nibi ni your hospital said then chair nibi share ye jeme iwo mini hospital ko ama ye any ayama ye ne hospital jino woni wota wo ye jeme hospital jino ni wota wo ye jeme ma ba game nye ha ni wo fe komi biamle ni wo no ne ke akolo woni bi biamle ni wo ke wo no ne ke akolo woni bi ni bi man cheke me ni host. I'm sure someone sold it for him. He can never fence it without paying money. To some people, Otabe is not to be blamed. Nibi manche no yue. You no yue she keke nakani. No you ke nakani. Te bale te mini osake bale nakan. Ni ke lele no chon nakana ahwe alenwe. Ma ba sake ahon nakan shikpo hamu. Ewa nyama no kokra ye jeme. Anyama vocational institution po ye jeme. Ni Dangme formo bi anya ya jena ya kase ni. Na anya ya kase no ko ye jeme. No fe no ba ho. No fe no kra na ba ho. Ke lele homo na ho. No fe no kra sa na ho. Ma ba. Ma ba. E be fine. E be fine kra. She ne lenke ba for me. No ni nke ne ba for me. E jakeshi ochie mi fe. Fo fe wole no ni ya no. Akeshi verdict or no kokeje Kumasi High Court. About woman chema sajine no. She no me to my UAG. Ani won tawa ke wo ya wo yin alo won tawa ke wo ba wo se. Ani no jino ni wo tawo. Makane noko. Makane noko ke chon wo fe ni wo fe wo butui. Makane wo fe wo butui ye ishiba amni. Ni makane we eje doctor.
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Dakun lema. Neke article makane ne. Ni le article say engma pi. Mekele pagbe. She sometimes say isake wo fe tuwe. Nwo bo tuwe. Eja keke mu ko wie no ko no bo no ni mo yu tuwe ojugba. Onye no ni mo yu oshishi ojugba. Yo be pie sake wo fe tuwe ni wo bu tuwe. Article if I were adi enche. If you me akeshi I don't know keji mai magbe article na poni magbe show na. She must makeshi what kase ni keji article name. Ni bo mono osu article my forward dey abo later. Okay me. It's about the new gas state. Okay, let's start with basic principles. So our navigation will be smooth. Simple definition will do. Ejakeshi wo manche masane de we nefe eke yake ba ni nchon wo noko ya no be PS aka find another strategy No, what chene in chone, ninke, mache beko in case kekule onu bod banke gbeji. Dr. Ni Amudaku, Australia ne yo. To be specific, Melbourne G ne yo. Me wo ni na eni ne nke ngwe ne masuma ake makani ma wi no ofen wakase ni nke jemi. Nation, large group of people with common ancestors, culture, and language living in a defined area. Not when state, political organization, a nation creates to govern itself for its development and prosperity. Kake state political organization ni afi mankejemi ni amakura amedienchi amehi keha no ya keshwere mo. Country, a defined area with internationally accepted borders on which a nation lives. Many je conclude nye ibabuti omni ni akpoyame ahana me ba mami nambanya mai mami. Now we may classify Ga. Are we a nation or a state? We are nation struggling to build a state. We are a nation trying to build a state. In life, you may see the bottle half full or half empty. That has been through a lot since the death of Ni Amugi II in 2004. What somebody be mean? Wow, ni Amugi niji enyono. A week ago, a judgment was given by a Kumasi High Court, which, in my view, could open the way for the creation of a modern state for the Ga nation and a possible confederation with our Dangme cousins for a Gadangme confederacy. It's no kwakashi judgment ne nijipo Kumasi High Court ne kehanle ina akeshi abayani achonwe ni woke create no conclude ni woke modernize the state. Ni ete no ne kakeshi brothers and sisters, let's see the glass half full. I have two sisters. One in each camp. Ekome ye mofemo camp. Ekome ye mene camp. Mokome ye mene camp. I talk to them of ikame yuwa. The Kevin campus send me more information than anybody on social media. They both know my position on their guys. Monimani name chono kwa keshe yeme keje wo che ni teko churu kampe na me machiole ni bi na mele ene damu na kano yeme ye wo che ni adamalache kampu na me family ene damu sha me machiole ni bi chinoni ngoye eji amele eni edamu. I don't think the two gentlemen have had enough executive training and experience in leadership to prepare them to be king of complex matrix like Accra, an indigenous minority in the national capital of a unitary state. Asakwa amejuba ni ambanya ni mikrama niji woshipon ni yoje no ujubang ahakwa ameni chom ujubang. I wouldn't have chosen either of them if I had the power to do so. Chono kwa kekele bena e kon amete mukomi e bagbula mi no ne woni wi na kan. I would prefer both to step aside for a new expanded Jase to select a new king from Piami with a term limit. Ni menyo fe adumu afagbe. Bona fe ni jase awo mu konkro keje piami ni mona ba wo hu ake beiba fo no ehamo ichu ake shi jeja him ote himeji abo mi dan na ba wo mu konkro ke ba to ose ake beiba fo no ehabo nyemi no ansamba mi yabo manye mi mi pebo ke ba ni fe mo no ake beiba fo no ehabo ni wo ke na kan be e share ubayishi to mo be na your president na kan loko ejake ke won to ni wan ni bia ya yen janeke maya no nete no na wiakeshi. I have said this on many fora, but in real politics you deal with what's possible and not what's ideal. The reality is that with the court's judgment, Nilache will have to abdicate for my preferred solution to be realized. Nikejibeni Dr. Ni Amudaku Iblani bi mi kenchowo. Okay, when Obama came to Accra, he said that Africa doesn't need strong men anymore. What it needs is strong institutions. It means with strong institutions, ordinary men could deliver. With strong institution, ordinary men could deliver. Nicho akeshikaje gba structuralize ni bi ojugba afa one good institution mo femo na ka ba wo na kan gbe na mo e ba nye tuni ojugba ejake wo yen strong institution ncheme nya wo bo a ni etue no ni wo che ma nya wo bo atue ni wo kasia ni nke juami ken kan ni eta matwa video one more video about ordinary thief the political thief ni wo kase ni nke jemi ke magbele line ke be yolu ni bon otwa ni bon owie no ni okase ke jemi alonga woni bo ba nyokeba. So the personal deficiencies of Nilache and Ni Tekochuru notwithstanding, the road to a great statehood must be paved with strong institution. Whoever the king is, he will need lots of help. This is exactly what I intended to do, or I intend to do. In South Africa, I know there are elements in both camps who will not totally agree with what I am going to suggest here. Let me share my personal experience with political conflict. I worked in South Africa for 5 years, 1995 to 2000. 3.5 years in KwaZulu-Natal, the hotspot of black-on-black violence between ANC and IFP. It was absolutely disaster. It was absolutely disaster, even when Buthelezi was Home Affairs Minister in Mandela's government. He experienced Lena Jinoni Diane a tone Bulami Chonwo. Ni one shishi no ni eruone. Mandela understood that Buthelezi couldn't stop his people. They would call him a sellout, and the violence would be worse. The old boy kept the unity. Trust slowly developed between the two camps to the point that when Mandela left the scene, Mbeki offered Buthelezi, so Buthelezi, the deputy president position. The chief declined, and on that was how the post went to another Zulu traditionalist, Jacob Zuma. Nichoake alakamo ke o fenoko ni onye vision o toni ni actually o balaka me o bana ni moko ye ko ni mo e kebo e pagbe moko e bi na kebo pagbe shi no o ye interest of man o ba ni onye no ke mo fon ba yu efiofio ni mo fe on ba cha ni ma ba ye yin ni ke jino ni wo late Mandela in South Africa ife in chete no ni doctor amuke. On one Friday night, there was ANC IFP clash in the Midlands of KZ and Niji KwaZulu-Natal. Some ANC guys were killed, but the IFP guys escaped with injuries. They were brought to our hospital, which was their referral center. While in the emergency department, attending to them, ANC foot soldiers broke in, ordered us to stop everything, and they killed the 2 IFP guys right in front of us. This was common in those days, back in those days, not this present time. Thank God we don't kill like adults. We insult like children. Already, I can hear all sort of insult all over. I smile and say, "Game, oh game, jomo, abba." Anime, I have seen war before. So what are childish insults? Nilache and Nitekochuru must ignore the insults. They are inevitable, just as Mandela and Buthelezi knew some deaths were inevitable. That was the price of peace. Let's not pretend tempests are high. Good leadership demands Lache, and Ni Tekochuru to lift their game like Mandela and the chief did. Good leadership is Sakeshi nye fe no kutumunoni Mandela the chief fe aba ekome ni ametuni na meani ma straight. Okay, no more get enough of introduction. Now let's dig into the meal. I propose 4 arms of government for the new state. Did you new one modernize gas states here? A proposed 4 things new what when I can 4 things executive or state governing council. Mankramo kui no jikrenkremo. And you know, parliament or legislature. Mlawo ku alo mlawo pe. Eteno eke judiciary or defense. Akwashon ni ejeno priesthood ni jiwulome. 1. Eke I haven't included the EC or the JASE in the list. Let's start with parliament. Mlawo ku institutionalized Niji Shikitele. Shikitele was a position created by the king on the coast. It was a non-royal position chosen by Mambi for its intelligence and integrity to represent the king in his dealings with European traders. Its corruption of the word secretary in today's parlance, it would be the chief of staff. It was Shikitele, nacho secretary, bro for you money. Ni wafitele, Shikitele, secretary G bear. I see you, Gaza. We don't have a parliamentary system in our traditional setup, but we still need intelligent and people of integrity for the state we intended to create. I therefore suggest that we institutionalize the position of Shikitele into Mlawoku or parliament to make laws and help the executive govern the state. Names: speaker or head. Mlawo Tuluache. Members: Mlawoloy. Tenure: 5 years for maximum of 10 years for members. The speaker stays on till it becomes manche. Nichakashi wanyo injeme afi nyuma numokeata nyuma. Sorry, afi ye numokeata afi nyuma. She speaker aleba injeme kata bini ibiba sheni iba ye manche. Wankaseni ni wakasi oye ishiba amli. Total number of 37. A speaker and 36 members representing traditional council in the nation. Speaker, the second most powerful person in the state. It will come from the next manche selecting house, which is Tekochuruwe, as the crown prince. I suggest this position is given to Kevin. And war isn't good, especially among poor and disorganized people like Dangme. This arrangement also ensures seamlessly transition from one manche to the next and obliterates the recurrence of the mess we are in now. Are we prepared to learn? Nyami ansaba engmanoko. Dani macha inika ne mo no. Makane no ni nyami ansaba engma. Ni wo fen wo butui. When nyami ansaba ke Anyami, a great king must accept criticism from his own people. That's the only way for a king to improve to the people what they can do. We should rather stop teasing one another by using viper words and uncontrollable feelings to demonstrate hatred, whilst we need to know the in-depth truth of the whole matter. The citizens of Dangme must come together to solve the Manche issue. God bless Dangme. Thank you. Onyemi ansaba ke bon o comment ke ongawo himeji amomo ntinchwami na me job. Ewa wanyem nwe enmanoko ni yawa ekomefe mo lomi ewale yo samo fen wo ba ni wo wana achunichumo. Icheke eba wo example kun Ike the great de Klerk said something. I could have continued apartheid. We had the will and word to do so, but war isn't good. He agreed to peace. After the elections, he stepped down and to be a second deputy president. In terms of competence and experience, he was better than both Mandela and Mbeki. But he understood the price of peace. Mandela also understood the price of peace. They became best friends. Just before his death, few days ago, he apologized for the sins of apartheid, though he personally didn't commit any. He stopped apartheid as BNN Sanibi Mune. Has any African leader apologized for the sins they committed against their own people? Don't his tribesmen defend him forever? May the great man rest in peace. Dr. Amudaku Tenoneke, I implore the Ganesha, especially Nilache and Nitekochuru, to accept this arrangement for peace and prosperity. Watch it, Nene. Ayiko Odonko Eke, only the truth will save Dangme. Anukwale, numo. Anukwale no penny banye eheriwo. Alo ikponwo. Composition by Traditional Council. 1. GTC, the Traditional Council. 2 from Sanana May 12. It get 2 from Abola. Akamaji, Asere, Bese, Sempe, and Otublohum, like Russia in the erstwhile USSR or England in the UK. I think Gamashi, the head of the gang nation, needs a larger representation based on its division. I think that is fair, proportional, and historical. 2. English Traditional Council, Osu Traditional Council, La Traditional Council, TC, Teshi TC, Nungwa TC, and Tema TC. 4 each. Each Traditional Council will advertise for prospective candidates to apply by answering specific selection criteria set out by the council. A short list is created, and the council votes to select its 2 or 4 members. The expectation is that each council will give equal opportunities to men and women. This is just the basic outline. Detailing function, procedures, and process are for another day. And like any can you if I feel very boring, can make me. She went and decide that makani neke article ne ni wo fe wo kase ni nkejem eja keke wo strategize ni neke if you me ake toto mo epi ke ni bi ni ya no ekule e ban le nakan ni ga ba ye yin eja kesi wo ba structure ni bi ojugban iwo toto mo ni ya no amonto ne na ke toto mo ne ise ba fo eja kesi anukwale ni ba twagen ma shisha anukwale eje ekpo wo na anukwale eje ekpo ke wonye wo chake plan me to no ni wo che suggest or ni bi ba yen I want Ga to live up to its reputation as Gasegbe Jigbe, the pioneering light in Ghana. Can Ga once again lead Ghana to modernize traditional governance? Game alewo, ale ni bi ni game fe in the past. First, ake Ghana, gaji Ghana, na ke gaji Ghana. No, abia keshi ani wanye wo ya back to Beni wo nye Ghana yin kondo. And wo banye lo. Maybe majege the leaders don't care or worry about articles. Anu kwale si wo ba wi. Ka wona no kwe wo ba try adafi. Ka me ko ibawa na me ko nwe. No ko beni wo ba fe. Wo no ba fe wo ba tashi wo ba wi. Achuko wo mu. Si wo ke wo ba achu. Finally, let me say that if we know what apartheid was, and yet Mandela declared, and Buthelezi found a way to sit down and deliver South Africa from claws of war and death, then it's not too much for me to ask Nilache and Nitekuchu to lay down their guns for peace and prosperity for the Ghanaian. The temptation of vain triumphalism on Nilache parts and nugatory obstinacy from Kevin will only send their names into the gallery of eternal ignominy. For me, Dr. Ni Amudaku, I have done my bit. For my incarnation, Trani Omanye Papa Abrao. Part 8 is coming very soon. No, Tamobeni, Wanumu Kume Yakashi, only the truth will save the Dangme. Anukwaleni. Sinaka truth, one eye ni naka anukwali eka. One eye ni naka anukwali eka. Mini wafi. Tiba fete wabaya wonye. She ponsa nene na yu ya gugu she's ne. Keji ekole ta flache. What leaders say wo fe kumbe na ye mufemu efe kumbe ni aye wo Manchester. Fia me ake ni bi ekume ni ya no. Fia me ake eyan le naka. She ekome fe mo bejeme. Iwone ekome fe mo bejeme. Neke abashishi wo neka ba lolu wo ni bi musun shani mi na shno dale ni afu na kan mobo wa adi nche.
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Try one more video. Yeah, Ishibami. Can try again one more video ne. Nke woni fi won baba na bi. Ya ke ma wi ni ke video ne enwu isa ni fi o. Keke wo ife mo eba na bi. Onye fa nya obuga video ne untui. Mpanye fa. Yeah. Video is very good video.
And a political thief. Number one, the ordinary thief steals.
What
is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob.
The funny, me to my video ne maje shije ko no mo kise me pebo kemba di fe mo no me to ma je video na ko masuma keshi ma break it down masuma keshi ma wie no na eyu wo ma je shishe ko ye shiba me.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it?
Okay, what is the difference between ordinary thief and political thief? Ordinary thief. Each one gonna go mo ile we aju no go dey na no go dey ya lo no go. Political thief. Okay, political thief o fun wonu osisi o mo ya ga bia na noji best business Africa shmono look osofo yeli the best business. Political thief you akeshi ordinary thief money ba ju watch o bag o shika alonoko. What about political thief? Political thief ibaju matcha video.
Your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them.
No what? In fact, political thief ibaju oni kasemo ibaju onuchumo ibaju o future she na money kele woje me bode nche no kele woje ordinary thief le tuso money ibaya na ya juwe si political thief bode nche o tusu le ne bani ebajubu.
We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who?
You are for you magashi wo ingbe ngamoko. Ani na money lake.
The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief.
Yemo minko. Yemo ne yue, yemo minko wa dienche. Chono ko akeshi. Ke ordinary thief. Beba jubu Waba no, you will protect the ordinary thief. But you are Jula, yes, I'm again. See, none your mean la fenji. Many were didn't what you saka me banamba juwo no. What didn't you come away? What didn't you walk away? No, ye am a no am me. You know, you and when you cash waleni. Nyani what tiashi. Nyani what tiashi. Eja kenike politicians can be ne. Amen chomo o yafoi. Amen chomo o yafoi. Wonya wo hia kan wo no. Nya wo hia cash.
Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. It calls for us to think and think deep.
No, na wie. Ehwe wo ni sani wo dwen. Wo dwen mo kenile. Nya wo user. Nya wo dwen.
The stage we are in as a country.
This is the same as noni ya no ye Dangme kupa no. The same thing. Wo dwen mo kenile. Nya wo dwen. Ni wo bi o wa akeshi. Ani neke wo ba sumu akeshi. Me aton wo. Moni sani wo no. Moni sani yo no. Moni ji wo manche. Moni je wo manche. Sani mene ka ke neke. Ni ana akeshwele mo mba. No konkrateshi. Ni ani shwele mo ayase. Ani mini ji no ni wo fi wo he. Nya wo user wo dwen mo na ke awo.
It's not a stage where you become an onlooker. You have become an onlooker for too long. You must get ready to put your hands to the plow and be part of the process. It's not just about PVC, carry PVC. You must be in the kitchen where it is being determined. You must be there where the decisions are being made. We are there in our numbers, they cannot outnumber us.
Yes. This is another part I like it a lot. ikeke wo ye jeme ke wo fe wo bolikutu ni wo pe ni wo ye je wo damo shojo ba moko nyem eba ni ba chile eba che wote isake wo fe ko me wo fe wo ba together ka wo ba together many am feel ni bi na me feel ni sa me nyi na me fe wo ja kesi wo fe ko me yo wo fe ko me moko nye ba ni ba ble wote no ni ya no ye gakpopa no isake si wo fe wo dwen wo leader say nka aka medwen amedwon she sake wo dwen ojogban keji gan ka metwi no ke gan ka metwi no e saka medwen gan e first akengba meta oni gan ya e wo beni wo bi ne fu oda ne akeneke ni akro wo spon ni ahewe ni chumomi ni ke oto ata ni chumo akeme na yoga na awie wo wiemo e school na achon wo wiemo e school e jakese ko mefe mo be wo ten sika ko me fe mo e woten no no complaining e ja kese ko me fe mo e wo ni bi na ke sanye na ke yo wo puden anye na ke yo anye na ke na kansane ayo anita ke mini anita ke that land over there is for Kolewe peoples but because they have two priests that's why Otabel is taking advantage on that land ayo ni bi manche otu infan K2K mi pebo kemba ni femo no miu nke atu ewo iwe mo ni yuoji keji wo fe ko mi ebe ne keni aba wo chaskeli ke ba ya yin ke ba base da ne kan
but you leave it aloof. Oh no, it's too dirty, it's a dirty game. And then the dirty guy is getting to the game of play and you are there not showing up. And when they begin to make the decisions, you will know whether it's a dirty game or not. The result is always dirty on yours.
See, ejake be pie akeko wie lo yo pie wu wo shio sane e be kume o na mi eje sane wo leader say ni neke e wona e fi no gwe na ke ne ke sane e ba wo fe ni dabi unyo ke je sane ingbe ke je sane shika shitwe ma nujo ingbe mri no wo mukosane ni shimi da yo ne ke wi mo ne lia ke bi ko meji bisha lia ke bi ko meken wo fomo ke wo solimo ke wo twina ni ni wo shu ofen baba mi no ni no bi oji ni wo wo fen wala se chele ni wo fen wo na ne ke gbine ke ne ke gbine ba ni wo fen wo ye o da se ko ni wo fen wo ye o da se ko magbe video na ni okay ni fe mu awa bi na ye shiba mi
dirty on your health, dirty on your business, dirty on your success and your career. I hope that is stirring up something in you.
Iye mega me ke Dangme bi makpanye fe fa nkpanye gbeli fa shi no ni wo yu o da ne no ni wo yu o to mo beni Anita egma comment e jemene keji lele nakani ni Kolewe bi amu ameka me no na me wele wulo me enyo ni no iwo ni no konye ya no ni ko amespon ke iwale da me wa me kwaje mo jugba na me fe komi ekomi fe mo no wo yu osane no ne ekomi fe mo no wo yu osane no ne wo makpa mo fe mo fai ni wo fe wo mi awon yen ni wo twa gan ni gan mashi she kwen ke magbele phone line she mi pa yen fa when she mama 1 hour ish ita e wo mi pa yen fa ye she ba mi keke mi nye keke mi ake nye magbele phone line en mene mi keke am ye she ba mi ngene de nche hwe bibi onkwem ba nye maba eja ke shi ta flache no ko enyoyin ngbe mi ko no ko enyoyin ngbe mi ko nshayo ejemi wo hwe bibi onkwen nye ma fi hwe mene shi mene mi aya ke ma ba ma fi ma gbla ni ke ma dia ni bi na emi no ani so ma wo na why DCLA is not good for me ke ami kura Ewo madanye feshi akeshi nyeba bumitwe moni ekule no kuchibugbe no nyoba obanyo ya back no akwa video no more comment show comment ke wojeme ni wo ba respond to o comment ke nga wo kubu oyo no kuba wo ke awo bona afi ni won wo kasini keje o nga wo emi yo madanshi ngeno chinwe ke nyan mo ke wala ke wo ba cha woni fe mo no bona afi ni wonaga nye ya yo mindanyishi nke numwani shejengbe ilala nke ba mu woni fi mu no numwani ke shejengbe
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
Nani mina, onankwe bona. Nani onyamina, onankwe bona. Nani onyanyomena, onankwe bona.
Minda bushkitu keke nibi manche.
Onankwe moko na.
Minda bushi numu kise.
Yano bana baba. No awabi ando na eko cry bakura. Mokono ya levi mokono ya sane mokono ya take.
Minda bushi Patrick Nix.
Ya musupa. Natya no ya kakamba. Sejengbe. Sejengbe.
Ani Jones ke shejengbe ye. Noni mo fe mo no na nkwembo na chibwe no ni ona osumo ni mugonkwa na eko Spanky Beat
BN Show, the gateway to entertainment.
She akei chotashi ni kanto akufai ndo wakoke onyemi akafonyo ngabo fonne shikanyo nyemi isale mole she monne kogo isate shikanyo nyemi isale mole she monne kogo
minda nyeshe jugbanyi akakpalo nyemi nu ke binu biende ne meno chi ku ke nanu ke wala ke wo oba pe bi ene ko nu ajo nye fe nipa papa nye gbala fe abadele nye shida